So, me and my friend Dot met this annoying girl in Roblox. Go up to my friend Dot if this is their YouTube channel. They told me their channel. But wait, let me tell Dot how this happened. I can't remember all of it. So, this girl who Dot was roomie a couple hours ago was chasing us. We told her to leave us alone, but she didn't. This is the part that where she PMO.
Like a relentless weed, moderate
Here is her username.
symptoms can keep coming back.
She also asked us that dumb questions.
Possible with Tremfya, with rapid relief in 4 weeks. Many people experience remission at 1 and even 2 years. Some
At this part, she told .us to play hide and seek, but we didn't want to play.
reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection. Vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Tremfya is now approved for Crohn's disease. Ask your doctor about Tremfya.
All you gotta do is have a pulse. That's it. Well, actually, you don't even need to have that because I had a lunch lady in middle school who died while working one day. Rest in peace to her, by the way. But I remember the day my lunch lady passed away vividly because the ambulance trucks are showing up. Everyone's talking about what happened, and a student next to me goes, "Yo, why are there ambulances here?" "Oh, they think one of the lunch ladies passed away." He pauses for a second and then goes, "Dang. Well, is it still gonna be pizza day at least?" In case you were wondering, yes, it was still pizza day. But I do find it odd that his first thought after finding out someone just dropped dead at our school was, what's the lunch gonna be? But this leads me right to the day everyone would always look forward to in school. Because sure, you may have had the mystery cup of gabagool, the green beans in a pool of liquid, and the chicken nuggets so undercooked that they're still saying cock-a-doodle-doo every morning. But this one day was supposed to make up for all of that. What day am I talking about? Pizza Day. The promise of Pizza Day was the only reason you believed the school might not actually hate you. You would daydream about it. The crust, the sauce, the melted cheese. Pizza was the one food they couldn't mess up, right? Like, it's pizza, the most basic, universally loved food.
Wait, girly underscore pop. Why didn't you dot just leave?
Because I needed proof of her being annoying. Plus, she PMO.
Usually pizza is one of those foods that, even if it's bad compared to other pizzas, it's still good because it's pizza. Well, not because I don't even think we could call it real high school brand. They gave us pizza. The first problem was that it was shaped like you instead of trying to do it. That shaped like you instead of trying to do it. The crust was also stiff as a board. I don't know what's like. I ate tore off the crust of the pizza, then tore off pieces of the lunch tray, and took a bite using the lunch tray as crust. We all looked at him like he was crazy, but it seemed like he enjoyed that bite more than the actual crust. It is also happening the same today. You in my class? Yes, so I know crust is worth but you're thinking, Tyler, like you said, sure the pizza wasn't great, but at the end of the day, it's still pizza. Well, no, actually, it wasn't. Because our pizza sauce was really sweet, like a little too sweet, to the point where all of us students started to think this might not even be pizza sauce at all. So we started doing some research, asking teachers, staff, anyone who might know the answer to what this pizza sauce was really made out of. And when we found the answer from a student whose mom was one of the lunch ladies, not the one that died, rest in peace again, but it turns out the pizza sauce was actually ketchup. Yes, they used ketchup in the pizza. Why did they do that instead of just using actual pizza sauce? I don't know. Maybe it was cheaper. Maybe the school was just trying to torture us, but it was ketchup. So if not even the pizza was good, was there any food in the cafeteria that wasn't horrible? Well, at my school, there was 2. And one of them was Taco Day. Because I went to school in California, and if there's one food that
She fucking followed us.
it's tacos. So at my school, Taco Day was actually kind of delicious. Matter of fact, it was so delicious that it caused a food fight. Because Taco Day was always on Tuesdays. So when you walked into school that day, knowing you still had 4 long, miserable days ahead of you before the weekend came, the one thing that made you feel a little bit better was the fact that we were getting tacos. So on one Tuesday, I'm at school and it's going just like any normal day. Until I get to my physical education class. You may wonder what this has to do with lunch, but just stay with me. You'll understand it in a second. So on this day, my PE class had the championship for the basketball tournament we were playing at this time. My squad was already out because I just picked all my homies to be on my team, and we would rather all just be taking shots like this than actually trying to win. But the 2 teams that were still in it hated each other. And when I say they hated each other, I really just mean that the team captains on each team hated each other. They were going to treat this 3-on-3 basketball game like the NBA Finals. I'm not even exaggerating. One of them literally brought their LeBron shoes to play in, and the other dude was wearing a headband. So the game starts, and they're going super rough on each other, basically wrestling more than actually playing basketball. And fast forward to the end of the game, the kid who used to girl was about to lose. So he was furious. And because of that, when the guy on the other team went for a layup, he shoved him. And the guy went flying and landed on his back. Both the kids are barking at each other like two dogs when there's a fence separating them. And eventually, the school bell rings, signaling that class is over and it's time to go to lunch. So the kid who lost is at the lowest of lows. His team just lost in front of his ex-girlfriend to her new boyfriend's team. It was the ultimate embarrassment. But hey, what's the one thing that can fix all this disappointment? Taco Tuesday. Well, no. Instead, it made everything worse. Because we all get to the cafeteria for lunch. Everything's going normal. And I'm talking with the kid whose team lost because we were friendly with each other and we just got out of the same class. But he is still furious. So fast forward to when it was our time to get tacos. And what happens? The school is out of tacos. So we got to get the backup meal. And what was the backup meal that day? I don't even have to say it. You guys already know what it was. That's right. It was the mystery cup. And the kid whose team lost is furious. As if his day wasn't going bad enough already, this was the event that tipped him over the edge. So instead of eating, or slurping, or drinking this weird cup of cement, he decided there was something better he could do with it. So after he gets his cup, instead of walking over to the area he usually sat in, he goes straight up to the table of his ex-girlfriend and her new boyfriend. He doesn't say a single word, he just taps the new boyfriend on his shoulder, and this is what the new boyfriend sees. Yes, he threw this cup of wet cement straight at this guy, and it gets all over him. Right when this happened, the school goes silent for a second, and everyone's just going, ooh, waiting to see what happens next. And then, the kid, with wet mystery juice all over him, that probably is toxic, let's be real, but he gets up and throws his tacos and his milk right back at this guy. And that was all it took, because now, the dam broke. The war had begun. Just like that, the slop on everyone's tray wasn't prison food anymore. No. It was ammunition. Because the girlfriend then throws her whole tray at her ex-boyfriend. She didn't even pick up the food and throw it. She just yeeted the whole tray. So a bunch of other students from each friend group get involved now. Just throwing foods at each other. It was like two rival gangs battling each other out. But instead of using weapons that could hurt you physically, they were using weapons that could hurt you emotionally. Well, that cup of cement probably could kill you. So, it was 5 minutes of pure chaos. The floppy damn green beans are now being thrown like fastballs, sticking to people's foreheads, on their backpacks, on the wall. The hot sauce for the tacos is staining people's clothes. Quiet kid who wasn't a part of either friend group just starts running around with his fork in his hand trying to attack people, and the staff workers are completely useless.